On March 10, 2023 in Moravia, Iowa, a preschool student was allegedly assaulted by their own teacher during school hours. According to investigators, Erin Michelle Olse, a 46-year-old second-year preschool teacher, is accused of kicking the child, throwing rocks at them, and physically tossing the child into a chain-link fence.
Hello. Hi, I want to talk to you a little bit.
Okay.
After reviewing everything, I've talked with county attorney, my sheriff, and everybody. We have decided to have charges for you, okay? So that's what I'm here for now. It's 2 charges, both simple assaults, okay?
Why?
What do you mean, why?
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did.
When I kicked, there was no rocks under my foot. And when I threw the rock, I threw it away from him.
I'm telling you, I watched the video, okay? And I already told you that.
Yeah, I know you
That
did.
says otherwise, okay? Okay, and the video is not gonna, like...
No, I know that, but...
Okay, okay. Well, do you have your, I believe you have a child, correct?
Yes.
Do you have somebody that could come get her for a little bit?
Nope.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to figure it out, okay?
Okay.
So I'll give you a minute so you can call somebody, okay?
No.
I'm not arguing with you. I am telling you you're under arrest, and I'm going to put handcuffs on you in a minute.
No, you're not.
You can argue all you want.
You are not coming in my house. Get out.
Erin?
Get out. Get out of my house.
No.
Yes.
I told you. Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Okay. We don't have to do this hard way, but put your hands behind your back.
You are not getting under arrest.
I told you what we're here for, okay?
No. No. You are not doing this to me.
Put your hands behind your back.
No. You are not going to arrest me.
I told you already.
You're not going to arrest me.
I already told you.
That's my mom! That's my mom! You can't! You can't do this! This is my mom!
Hey, honey. Honey.
This is my mom!
I need to see you. Come on.
No.
Honey,
What'd she ever do?
I already talked to her, honey, okay? I'm not here to hurt your mother.
Yes, you are.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
I told you what we're here for, okay?
I know what you're here for. I didn't do anything wrong.
You can say that, and I understand, but that's not what...
I'm not leaving this house. I'm not leaving.
Hey,
Please let her go! I love her!
I told you no. You can't make me leave my house. No. No.
Erin,
What?
listen to me.
What?
You assaulted a child, and that's what I'm
I
here for.
did not assault a
Okay,
child.
you can say that all you want,
Okay.
okay?
I will.
But you are under arrest.
No, I'm not. You are not putting me under arrest.
I am too.
What'd she do?
I will talk to you in a minute, okay, hon? I am not trying to hurt your mother.
Yes,
I
you
promise.
are. She has no one to go to.
There's someone here right now.
That doesn't mean that she's going to go to her. I am not under arrest.
I am telling you,
No.
you are.
Listen, what is she under arrest for?
For a simple assault on a child.
Get
2
your
of them.
hands off of me.
Let me put you under arrest. We can take you to the jail. You can talk to the judge. You can work it out there, okay?
Yeah, but there's a judge there right now?
You have to talk to him over the phone. That's how this works. I was going to do it in and out. That was the plan, but you
Can
are
I put
not.
a bra on?
No, we're just going to get done and out. You have not been helpful. You've not been easy. You've been resisting the entire time. I'm not letting you put a bra on. Just let me do it.
Then
Get it done.
Can you go get my bra? Because I'm.
You can take it down with us. We're not doing it right now, okay?
But Mom can go get my bra.
Yes, she can.
Listen, I don't even know where to go in
discount.
I will tell you, it is by Walmart in Centerville. It's north of the Walmart.
I have no idea. I'm not from around here, so.
You just drive south on Highway 5 until you're in Centerville, and at the end of town, there's a road, Dewey Road, and that's where it is. Is right by Walmart.
Can I follow you guys?
Yes, you're more than welcome to.
Give me a few
I'm
minutes.
trying to do this peacefully, but
Yes.
you've been resisting me this entire time.
And
And then now we have your child seeing me do this. I'm not trying to cause problems for you.
Okay, what's gonna happen after this?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. If you would have just listened to me
Okay.
and not cause problems, okay?
Okay.
You're going to go on arrest. I'm going to take you down there. You're going to take your charges. You're going to do all that. Then I am going to have you go back to the jail. You have to do the fingerprints. You have to do booking. You have to do all that. You get to talk with the judge. You talk with the judge, and they might release you tonight, but you're not helping your case right now by acting the way that you are.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and turn around for me, okay? We don't need to do this any more difficult.
You have to put handcuffs on
Yes.
in front of her dog.
Take her to the other room. If she would have done this the first time, we wouldn't have had to do this in front
I'm
of her.
sorry, I was in the bathroom.
It's
so,
okay.
410 status check.
Turn around.
Did you take her purse with her?
Yes.
Is it on here on the counter?
Yes. Centerville, I am 10-2 now. I have a 1 female 1095. Okay, I'm going to move this in case that bounced up.
42107, did you copy?
I will fix it. I'm not trying to make, I truly am not trying to make this uncomfortable for
I
you.
know, but this one's too tight.
I'm going to. Then let me fix it.
Here's your purse. Put the wrong side first.
Before you leave, I want to double check something, okay? Are these too tight now? Are these better?
It's okay.
Okay, because I mean, they're not supposed to be comfortable.
42107.
But,
Give me a few minutes to get my stuff
that's okay. Here, listen, here. I kind of wanted to talk to you about what happened at the school.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe you're on admin leave right now, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you talk to me about what happened on Friday at the school?
At recess, I had boys that broke out in a knockdown, drag-out fight. Separated all three of them and told them, 5 minutes for each of you because you're each 5 years old, and I will talk to you individually. And then I went around and talked to them individually, and then it was time to go inside. When we got inside, I was extremely frustrated. And instead of going on to the story, I let them go ahead and play at centers.
Okay.
And I took my break.
Okay. Yeah.
And I headed down to just kind of walk around the school. I'm like, I'll be gone, I'll be back. And I have a great para, and she had said, go ahead and go, you're fine. And I had stopped in the counselor's office, and before that, I had said to my para, I had said, I need somebody to come and talk to these three boys.
Okay, and who's your para?
Susan Martin.
Okay, okay.
So she was like, I will look for somebody, as soon as you get back. I'm like, okay. And so they, I'm assuming class was fine. I came back like 5-10 minutes later, and then I want to say like we did some work, a couple worksheets, and I had cooled off, and we had gone back to centers and things, and I had said to them, and there was a time today where I felt like leaving because I was so frustrated at what had just happened outside. And they were all like, and then they took over again, and that was it.
Okay. Can you tell me, do you know why you're on administrative leave right now?
Well, I'm assuming that I had said something I wasn't supposed to.
Okay. Okay.
Don't know what it was, but
Okay. Well, there was something that happened at recess after you separated the boys.
okay,
So that's what I want to talk to you about.
okay.
Okay, so can you tell me where you put each of the kids at and who?
I had one boy on the bench,
And who is that?
Wrigley Lawrence.
Okay.
On the, if you face the gate, on the right side, I had Lane Cook. And then on the other side, I had, of the gate, I had Jackson Jessup.
Okay, and what were they doing that you ended up separating them? Because
Oh, they were pushing each other around in a, like, on the, if you face the gate, on the right side, I had Lane Cook. And then on the other side, I had, of the gate, I had Jackson Jessup.
Okay, and what were they doing that you ended up separating them? Because
Oh, they were pushing each other around in a, like, a wrestling match on the rocks.
Okay. And it sounds like a couple of those boys are actually in the wrestling program for their age group, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All three of them had the opportunity to go. One of them did not.
Okay. All right. Were the boys doing anything while they were standing there or sitting there? Were they just sitting there, or how long did they?
Lane was by the gate and he started kicking rocks.
Okay.
Susan or Shannon Esser and I were on recess duty.
Okay.
And they started kicking rocks. He started kicking rocks at us.
Okay. And what did you do after that happened?
I said, I went over to him and I said, do not throw rocks at me. I am not in the mood for that.
Well, understandably. I mean, I wouldn't want rocks thrown at me either. Especially, it's too cold for that. Did you do anything else after talking to him?
No.
You didn't? Did you?
Can you do radio checks?
Just a second. She's asking to check radios. Make sure we can hear each other. So when you talked to Lane, you just told him that, hey, knock it off, don't throw rocks, or anything like that.
Right, and I had just reiterated, we have said this since day one, when we first started school, we do not throw rocks, we do not throw sand.
Right.
It gets in people's eyes and rocks hurt. It was snowing earlier last week.
Yeah.
And so I was like, we also do not throw snow, in case we've forgotten about that rule. And he goes,
there could be rocks inside the
And
snow.
then he took another rock and threw it at me, and I dodged
Did he ever?
it.
I was gonna say, did any other rocks hit you?
With the first initial one, yes.
Okay.
And so I just picked up a rock and I said, how would this feel if I threw this at you? And I intentionally threw it away from him.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
meaning not to hit him at all.
Okay.
He goes, haha, you missed.
Okay.
And I said, and that was my intention. But how could he go, because he had said to me, how do you think it would, or he goes, haha, you missed me. And I said, but what if I had hit you? Would you have liked that?
Okay. So can you explain to me, so he's right here, and you're right here. Where did you throw the rock at then?
So I was standing in front of him.
Okay.
And I had thrown the rock this way, like out towards the gate.
Okay. Did you kick rocks back at him?
No.
Okay. And did you make him sit down, or did you do anything?
I said you can sit or stand, whichever you'd like to do.
Okay. And did he do that on his own?
That was their choice.
Okay. So did he stand or did he sit?
He stood.
Okay. And did you ever make him sit down at any point? Okay. Well, I'm going to let you know that I do have cameras. And I watched them. And you threw rocks at him. The rocks wasn't, when I watched it, you threw it at his feet.
Okay.
You did not throw it towards the gate. Okay? And as far as the standing thing, you made him sit down. You picked him up and you put him on the ground. I have cameras watching all of that. Okay. So do you want to tell me again what actually happened?
In the big frustration, I might have done that. Because I was extremely frustrated when all of that happened.
I can understand the overstimulation, the screaming, the kids yelling outside, the rocks being thrown and them not listening. I can understand that. But we're still adults, so we kind of can't react that way towards kids, So I just want you to know that I do have cameras, and I have seen what had happened.
Okay.
Okay, so you have some most truths in that and what you've told me, but you've left out the fact that you did definitely throw it at his feet, the rocks. You definitely kicked rocks towards his face. Whether they hit him or not, I can't tell.
Okay.
And I think he said he didn't get hit with the rocks. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to say about that altercation at all? Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to go over what happened.
Okay.
And I mean, again, I watched it. It definitely didn't look like you threw him away from him. You threw him towards him.
Okay.
Okay. I did hear that it turns out there's a couple deputies in that day, so they actually talked to the students and told them, how they shouldn't throw things or whatever happened at recess. And it definitely sounds like it was probably a good idea for you to go cool off for a little bit. I'm glad you got that done. But I honestly don't think I have anything else I want to talk to you about right now. I might have you come in another time.
Okay.
But I just really wanted to talk to you about what happened,
Okay.
especially since you're on administrative leave, and just kind of go over everything, okay?
Okay.
Have you heard anything about when you'll be done with admin leave?
I got a message right before I came here,
Oh,
and
okay.
from the superintendent,
Okay.
Mr. Swenson, asking me if I could come in sometime
Okay.
tomorrow or Friday. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's actually the one that contacted me to
Okay.
let me know what happened, because he had a few people that got to him about what had happened, and it was very surprising for them to see a teacher act that way.
Okay.
So that's why we're here.
Okay.
All right. Do you have anything for me at all?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming in. I think I already have your phone number. Obviously, I called you.
Right.
And I think I don't need anything else from you at this point in time. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
Frustration is rarely the problem by itself. It's what people do after they become frustrated that changes everything. That's the behavioral lens to understand this case. Because this incident doesn't begin with violence, it begins with stress, overstimulation, and a moment of emotional loss of control inside a classroom environment. What follows is not an immediate arrest, not a confrontation in the moment, but a slow-moving investigation that turns classroom discipline into criminal charges. And the escalation here is quiet, procedural, and almost invisible until the very end. This case is about authority, responsibility, and evidence, and how those three things collide when adults lose control around children. The first important thing to understand is the timeline. According to investigators, the alleged incident happened on March 10, 2023, during recess at a preschool in Moravia, Iowa, but the arrest did not happen immediately. Days passed before law enforcement became involved. That delay matters. Because unlike many bodycam incidents that escalate in real time, this one escalates through investigation and documentation. The turning point isn't a fight or a traffic stop. It's video evidence. And once video exists, the conversation changes from what happened to what can be proven. That distinction defines everything that follows. When the deputy first speaks with the teacher, Aaron Michelle Oles, the tone is calm and controlled. He explains that after reviewing the evidence, including consultation with the county attorney and sheriff, charges have been approved. 2 counts of simple assault. The teacher's reaction is immediate denial. "I didn't do anything." That response is human and predictable. Most people confronted with criminal accusations instinctively defend themselves. But from an investigative standpoint, denial doesn't change the evidence already collected, and the deputy makes that clear. He tells her directly that he has watched the video. This is the first major escalation point, the moment the conversation shifts from explanation to enforcement. Up until then, the interaction is informational. After that, it becomes procedural. Because once charges are approved and an arrest warrant or probable cause arrest decision is made, the officer's role changes. He is no longer investigating what happened. He is executing a legal action. That's why he calmly explains that she is under arrest. And this is where behavior begins shaping the situation. Instead of complying, the teacher refuses. She tells him he cannot arrest her. She tells him to leave her house. She physically resists being handcuffed. Her child begins crying and pleading with the officer to stop. Emotion enters the scene in a powerful way, but legally, nothing is changed. This moment illustrates a core principle of law enforcement encounters. Emotional resistance does not invalidate lawful authority. The officer explains multiple times that he is not arguing, he is informing her. He tells her the process: she will be booked, fingerprinted, and appear before a judge. He even explains that the original plan was to make the process quick and simple. That detail matters, because it shows the difference between cooperation and resistance in determining how an arrest unfolds. If someone cooperates, an arrest can be quiet, fast, and minimally disruptive. If someone resists, it becomes longer, more visible, and more emotionally difficult, especially when family members are present. And that's exactly what happens here. The deputy even acknowledges the emotional cost, telling another adult that if the teacher had complied earlier, the arrest would not have happened in front of her child. This is the irony of the moment. The teacher believes resisting the arrest protects her dignity or prevents the situation from happening. In reality, it does the opposite. It prolongs the encounter and makes it more traumatic for everyone involved. That contrast between intention and outcome is the emotional core of the footage. Eventually, the teacher complies and is handcuffed. The officer checks the restraints, explains what he's doing, and continues speaking calmly. The scene transitions from resistance to procedure, and once procedure takes over, the emotional intensity drops. Because the decision has already been made, the next part of the footage reveals how the investigation actually began, through an earlier voluntary interview between the teacher and investigators. This conversation is critical to understanding the legal side of the case. During that interview, the deputy asks the teacher to describe what happened during recess. She explains that 3 children were fighting. She separated them and placed them in different locations. One child began throwing rocks. Up to this point, her explanation sounds like classroom discipline. Then the story shifts. She admits picking up a rock and throwing it away from him to demonstrate how it might feel. She describes being frustrated and overstimulated. This becomes another turning point. Because discipline is allowed, physical retaliation is not. And the deputy introduces the most important piece of evidence: surveillance footage. He tells her clearly the cameras show she threw rocks at the child's feet, kicked rocks toward the child's face, and physically picked the child up and placed him down. That moment changes the interview dynamic immediately. The teacher stops denying entirely and begins acknowledging uncertainty. "I might have done that." This is the moment the investigation solidifies, not because of confession, but because of evidence confirmation. The deputy explains something important here in a calm, almost coaching tone. He acknowledges frustration and overstimulation as understandable feelings. But he reminds her that adults cannot react physically toward children. This is both a legal explanation and a behavioral one. Teachers hold a position of authority and care. When physical actions toward students cross certain boundaries, they move from discipline into assault under the law, even if no injury occurs. That distinction explains why the case moved forward despite the child not being physically injured. Intent, behavior, and vulnerability matter. Another subtle but important escalation point appears when the deputy explains that multiple people reported the incident to school administration, and administration contacted law enforcement. This shows how accountability systems work in environments involving children. Teachers are supervised not just by administrators, but by mandatory reporting structures designed to protect minors. The escalation chain becomes clear when viewed step by step. Children fight at recess. Teacher becomes frustrated. Teacher throws rocks and physically handles a child. Incident is reported. School reviews evidence. Law enforcement reviews video. County attorney approves charges. Arrest is executed. No single dramatic moment. Just accumulation. That's how many criminal cases involving professionals unfold, slowly and procedurally. The teacher's final arrest scene reflects the emotional aftermath of that process. She asks practical questions about clothing and personal items. The officer checks her cuffs and belongings. The interaction becomes routine again. Procedure replaces emotion. And that's the final phase of escalation, normalization. Once the arrest happens, the system moves forward predictably: booking, fingerprints, court appearance, administrative leave, resignation. The legal process continues whether emotions settle or not. One of the strongest lessons from this footage is how evidence removes ambiguity. Without video, this case might have been a dispute over classroom discipline. With video, it becomes a criminal investigation. That's why the deputy repeatedly refers to the cameras during the interview. Not to intimidate, but to anchor the conversation in facts rather than memory or interpretation. Because memory is flexible, video is not, and that difference often determines whether cases move forward. There's also a deeper behavioral takeaway here about stress and authority. The teacher describes overstimulation, frustration, and needing to step away to cool down. Those feelings are normal in high-stress environments like classrooms, but authority roles carry higher standards of emotional control. That's the hidden contrast in this case. The teacher believes she briefly lost control during a difficult moment. The legal system views the same moment as physical assault on a minor, same event. Different frameworks, and when those frameworks collide, the legal one prevails. By the end of the footage, the emotional storm has passed. The investigation is complete. Charges are filed. The teacher resigns. What remains is the quiet reality of accountability. Not dramatic, not loud, just procedural. And the real-world takeaway from this case is simple but powerful. Moments of frustration don't define people, but actions taken during those moments can define legal consequences, especially when children are involved. Because in environments built on trust and protection, the line between discipline and harm is not flexible. And once evidence shows that line has been crossed, the outcome becomes less about intention and more about responsibility.